Nestled in the hills of Virginia, we are touching the Hokie Stone, means remembering the legends who formed the foundation of a power. Names like Vic and Beamer, and a lunch pail mentality that applies to the Virginia Tech Hokies. We are in full-on stripe-out mode as the fans doing their part to try to distort the vision of the visitors. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the South Florida Bulls, taking on another team from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Hokies will kick it away first. And he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bulls offense will have the first possession of the game. And as we look out on the field, here comes the man who makes it all go, and that's this quarterback.
Yeah, and he's big time. That's why he's up for all these awards. He's known. Everybody knows exactly what he brings to the table. He can run it. He can throw it. They're expecting a big day from this young fella.
Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Looking to the big tight end. Finds space on the right. Hit the afterburners, kid. The 10. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls.
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this one.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score comes with a quick strike up top, covering 79 yards. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Virginia Tech Hokies offense will get the ball for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
That's a really good-looking run there. And you think about great Hokie running backs in recent years. David Wilson, Lee Suggs, Kevin Jones, they all have the ability to shake defenders and break ankles. This guy right now giving you some of those vibes with that last run. That was nice.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
The Hokies will hustle to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that one's incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Johnson wants to throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Running back goes in motion. Got the first down and more. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, South Florida. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Pittsburgh proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Panthers team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. From the gun, running back gets to give. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Hokies decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes a move. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Makes his connection.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Snagged in the middle. It's Ortega. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. On 4th down, going to the air. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. The offense set for a first down play. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Got his man. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Hokies want to crank the tempo. They'll run it from the gun. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. He's got the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? He sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Finley. We've come to the end of the quarter, and USF is on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
That one falls out of bounds, incomplete.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. You get the incompletion now setting up for it.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's first down. To the ground. He's got it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions. Johnson looking to throw. Dumps it to the back. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down. And the Bulls want to move quickly. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got a man. It's Alvarado. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. Handoff to the lone back. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on. No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
On fourth down, trying to find his man. And the incomplete pass turns the ball over on down.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, trying to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Off the play fake on first down. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. He'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. That's caught. It's Bettis. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. He gets it away from his own end zone. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the deep, and it's on the ground. How in the world did the offense retain possession after the productive first down play at 2nd and 6? Johnson wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Soft spot in the middle. Defense was right there, but they couldn't stop him from making the catch, and he's got it to the 30. They'll throw it on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Ortega.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. And the Bulls moving quickly to the line. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Makes the grab down the middle. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding, offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Now on 2nd down.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next 3rd down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bulls have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Now on the move. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sideline. Being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Gets it to the back. At the 45 on his way. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. He wants to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Blacksburg. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Lane Stadium.
And the Bulls will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
They feed him again. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. And the Hokies want to pick up the tempo. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. It's complete to the left. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Caught near the sideline, it's Armour. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact.
Brings up 2nd down.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Leaves it with the running back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. It's caught. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He wants it all. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ball.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Kansas State looks like a bunch of world beaters right now. I'm not sure I've ever seen this offense look this crisp. They're up by 18 over Colorado. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Out of the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable in its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
The Hokies are in the hurry up.
3rd down coming up.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Using his feet to buy time. He'll try to do it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Nice scramble, unbelievable job after dropping back to pass and understanding the situation, and a nice heads-up play. Slide. Live to fight another down. Don't try to make a bigger play and run through somebody big and get yourself hurt.
The Hokies are moving quickly down the field. This guy's fitting right into that dual-threat quarterback legacy at Virginia Tech, which included certainly guys like Tyrod Taylor.
Hey, guys that just make you hold your breath. They can make people miss, make sensational plays, things that are just so fun for fans to cheer and rally behind.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And you gotta lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who the...
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And how about this play by the offense? First and goal from the 1-yard line. Everything says it's going to be a run. It's going to be a run. Nice job by the offense. A little sleight of hand, throwing the football, getting the touchdown.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. I know they've put up really good numbers on offense, but David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tired cutting into that lead. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Johnson looking to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, USF.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
First down here for the offense. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. We've come to the end of the quarter, and USF is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. Pressure coming. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And they got him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
He'll bring it back. It's Ortega. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Intentional ground, offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
They're trying to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
Wide out in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Finley. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. On second down, he'll let it fly. Grab near the marker. It's Finley. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. And the Hokies come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run it from the gun. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hokies. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Smashes it through for the PAT. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Johnson wants to throw it. He rifles one deep down the right side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
How about the difference a week makes for this QB? Last week, man, the completion percentage way down. Just wasn't consistent, wasn't in good rhythm. Right now, looks like he's in total control, and this offense is moving at a way better pace. Looks like a completely different team from last week.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. He's going to pass. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Yeah, and I tell you what, a lot of times you roll your quarterback to the right or to the left, and in this case, the right. And you're trying to get him outside the pocket to buy him a little bit of time, get him off that spot, take some deep shots, and he missed, but it was a nice shot down the field.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Bulls are on the move. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Comes out throwing on first down. Shoots it to the left. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
And the Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he will take They push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
They'll line up to go for two. Johnson looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time.
Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. The Hokies trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. All wideouts, no backs. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Johnson wants to throw it. He turns that loose down the right side. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, South Florida. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Line gets set, first down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He'll throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Feeling some heat. He's going to run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's got him wide open. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hokie!
Step one by this offense complete. Really nice job. They had to get the touchdown. Now, we got to go for the two-point conversion. Cut this thing to 8, so we got a chance to tie the game late with some late-game heroics.
They still need a touchdown and two-point conversion to tie, and they'll go for the onside kick here in the 4th. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game.
Catch and stride inside the 15. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bulls.
Number 0.
That one will put a little extra distance, give them a little cushion down the stretch.
And there was a little bit of hope, but you just snatched it away with that touchdown. This game is now over.
Finds his big tight end. He's into the end zone for the 2, and the lead is now at 16. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but that's why they're called the hands team. Great job recovering that ball.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Caught. Makes him talk to the hand. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. He's looking to throw it. Getting some heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He'll get rid of it. Wide open downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. The offense burns his third and final timeout of the half. He's looking to pass. Trying to get to him. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down.
Is incomplete. It's now third down.
And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're working that left side. He's in there for the two-point conversion, and they're down 8 here in the 4th. Just over 20 seconds to play. They must recover this onside kick to have a chance.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Offense getting set for first down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He rifles one deep down the middle. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Some hand fighting at the point of the catch will draw the penalty, but this one is going to go against the offense. First down for this offense. Johnson looking to throw. Going for it all. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he's running in the open. And he crosses the goal line for the late touchdown, and that one just might finish this baby off.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Grab behind the line. It's not. He's into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and they stretch that lead to 16. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Going for it all. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And he's down, and this game will end on a turnover.
Pick it up. That's garbage.
When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses that evolve so much, they can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.